He returns after an 11-game absence. McShane up the higher, Osman, and now Arteta. Getting the better of Hart, not once but twice. And the delivery's pretty good too. Yakubu, chance for Cahill. Terrific block by, I think it was Higginbottom in front of McShane. But the two of them hurl themselves at the shot and made sure that Gordon didn't need to make a save. Here's Jones. Lescott staying big and is warmly applauded for the way he defended the big striker. Here's a chance for Yakubu, one end to the other. Great defending, but it's gone in anyway. And Yakubu peels away in celebration. And it was a real direct piece of football. McShane left him, and then Higginbottom made a terrific challenge, but look at the way it just pops off him and over the top of Gordon. Higginbottom very unfortunate, as too was Gordon. It is noticeable how much movement there is from Everton. Always seems to be an option, and here's the latest of them, Arteta. Neville's continue the run, in towards Cahill. 2-0. And Tim Cahill benefiting from excellent wing play between Neville and Arteta. And once Cahill got there, you just felt it had to go in, and it did. Well, I'm not sure about you, but I'm not sure I'd want to face Roy Keane when he has a look of thunder like that. Whitehead back to Edwards. Cahill comes back at him. Edwards does well. It's a decent ball, and Howard's on the stretch, and Ledbetter into the side netting. Edwards guided it in, and you could see that Howard wasn't going to be able to catch this. All he did was guide it straight to Ledbetter. Nuno Valente. Cahill, nice touch. Osman, good save by Gordon. Just a simple guide forward, little knockdown, chest, shot, and Gordon's positioning made it an easy save. Tackle by Carsley, referee waves play on. Here's Pienaar, Yakubu by the penalty spot. Here's Nuno Valente, Pienaar! 3-0! 3 goals that have been merited. Everton's movement has been terrific. Sunderland have simply not been able to cope. And when Nuno Valente played him in, Pienaar's finish was terrific. Nicely done by Ledbetter, and the cross is a teaser, and Edwards will try and turn it in, and somehow it's scrambled away, but not for long, and Everton have conceded right on half-time to Dwight York. Ledbetter did the hard work. It was a really dangerous ball in. Looked as though it had been cleared here with the help of Howard and the post, but Jones teed up York, and his finish maybe gives Sunderland a little bit more of a pleasant half-time team talk. 3-1 the half-time score, courtesy of a very late Dwight York goal for Sunderland, who have certainly played a lot better in the opening quarter of an hour of the second half than at any stage in the game. But they are still susceptible, and here's Cahill to finish them off. And surely now it's one. But when it's as easy as this to score a goal, you know you've got problems, and Sunderland clearly have. They just started to pass the ball around, and then out of nothing, they've conceded surely the decisive fourth goal. 27 minutes to go still. Surely that won't be the end of the scoring. It's been far too open a game. Here's Ledbetter. Kenwyne Jones, it's 4-2, or it's not. Well, I'll admit it, I thought that was it. Let's see how Michael Chopra managed to miss this. Here's how. Oh dear. Can I have that one back, please? Michael Chopra could have brought Sunderland back in it again. Yakubu, Carsley, Yakubu, space for Phil Neville. Here's Pienaar. Nice turn, Osman. Good drop of the shoulder, deflection, really good save by Gordon. His weight had all gone the other way, but the deflection was taking it beyond him until he thrust out a leg. And don't be deceived by the fact that it was his leg. That's a great save. Opening up here for Arteta. Osman, Yakubu got a flick. Yakubu again. It's 5. Well, Gordon was trying his best to keep the score down, but Sunderland were wide open once again. Little flick, blocked, but he couldn't do anything to prevent Yakubu's second time around. 5-1. The rout is complete. Kenwyne Jones. Neville will get there first. Johnson's on the chase. Johnson's got the pace to get there. It's 6. Well, he's not been on long, but he's helped himself to another goal. Simple ball over the top. A chase for Johnson. He had the pace. He had the poise. He has the 6th goal for Everton. And it is the 3rd occasion on which a ball right through the middle has ripped Sunderland apart. Well as Everton have played, Roy Keane will know that the simplicity of at least 3 of Everton's goals will leave him with plenty of work to do on the training ground in the back 4. Here's Neville. It's on towards Johnson. Arteta. They do look vulnerable to a 7th. Off the line by McShane. It's not cleared. Pienaar and Nichibi. And Gordon's there. Well, they're so vulnerable at the back, Sunderland. Doesn't matter what work they do going forward. Everton are picking them off with ease at the back. Off the line by McShane, and then Gordon coming to the rescue. Well, with the Everton supporters singing in the background, David Moyes can certainly enjoy his afternoon. Pienaar. And again Pienaar, and again Sunderland have a big gaping hole in the middle, and again Gordon to the rescue. Penalty, no? No, says the referee. He had a good look at it, and his gesture was one that I must admit threw me. I think it threw a few Everton players as well. Got the ball, he says. Here's Osman. Again there's a gap in the middle. Johnson peeling away, Osman's going through the gap, and now it's number 7. And again, Sunderland are ripped wide apart. Everton are going through the middle of Sunderland time after time. And the finishing, once again, is top draw. Happy days for Everton. Same can't be said for the visiting manager.
Looking back through your memory, can you think of a better performance from you?
No, I think it's getting more like the way I want it. I thought some of the goals, some of the play was fantastic. It really was. The players moved it, played, done a lot of good things, and really pleased with how they performed today.
Straight after the game, it's not time to speak too much to the players, because no doubt they'll be hurting, like myself and the staff, and no doubt the supporters. So we'll have a day or two to reflect, and we'll have probably a good chat on Monday. But again, it'll be all about getting back on the training pitch and getting a feel for the ball again, and looking to react properly next weekend.
Were you a bit disappointed you couldn't get a chance of a hat-trick today?
I'll always search for a hat-trick regardless, but I'm just happy to get my goals, and happy that the team got 3 points. It's unfortunate for Sunderland, but it's a great day for Everton today.
Of course, it says a lot about a manager that 2 players on a hat-trick can be taken off and replaced by goal scorers on the bench.
Yeah, we can't afford the balls at the moment. I said to the 2 of them when they come off, I didn't want to have to pay for a ball, so I think the 2 of them took it in the right manner.
No wonder David Moyes has got a grin there as wide as the River Mersey.
So he should. He's building a fantastic squad there. Sunderland was so bad, it was incredible today, and Roy Keane will want to forget today as soon as possible, and his players. But Everton, I thought, were really impressive, and no surprise to me again that Cahill was at the centre of everything good that Everton done today. We're going to show him he just has a great knack of being in the right place at the right time. This is his overhead kick to get a point for Everton at Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. And Arteta's a very good player as well, links up well with Phil Neville there. Again, Cahill, he just plays in that little position where it's tough to pick him up, and he just floats in and around the box. And it's no surprise, I think, that Everton are a much more dangerous outfit, I think, when he's in the team than when he's not. It's a long ball that Sunderland should deal with, but what a first touch that is. Cool, calm and collected in front of goal, and it's a great finish. And we'll get on to Sunderland's defending in a minute, but that ball has travelled an unbelievable distance without anyone getting to it, 59 metres there, and it should be cleared out, but if it's not, then Cahill's going to be there to finish it off, and he's a top player, I think.
I think now Everton have won 6 out of 7 since they lost the Merseyside derby.
Yeah.
They just have a confidence about them.
They do. They've got a little swagger about them, and so they should. As I said earlier, I think David Moyes is doing a very, very good job, and he's building a decent squad there.
I don't know why, but I always thought Sunderland would not be involved in a relegation battle. Maybe that's just because of the Roy Keane factor. I just thought, well, they'll do well. But at the moment, the alarm bells are starting to ring.
Well, it is. It's a big test, and the first test probably in Roy's management career. But the defending today, if they defend like today, then there will be in a relegation battle. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it was just incredibly poor. I mean, another long ball. We've seen Cahill and to Yakubu this time. And 86 metres that ball's travelled without anyone touching the ball. It is staggering. Yakubu gets in, shows a little bit of strength. All right, gets a little bit of luck with a deflection, but probably deserved it, and that got them off to a poor start. And this is way into the second half. Another long ball by Phil Neville. It's a day that McShane will want to forget. This time 58 metres that ball's travelled without anyone touching it. And it's a neat and tidy little finish from Andy Johnson, who's just coming off the bench. As I said, it just shows the strength that Everton have got. But defensively, Sunderland, all over the place today.
You say McShane and McShame.
It's only 3 points, but sometimes it's more damaging than 3 points, isn't it? Because what the morale it can do to team morale.
Well, certainly. And the other problem for Sunderland is can't win the home games. And that makes it even worse, just compounds the issue for them.
They'll have to win the next home game. They're playing Derby. What an important game that is.
Behind the scenes, there was something of a tense atmosphere surrounding the game at St James's Park. Newcastle needed to improve on 1 point from 9. Liverpool arrived unbeaten, but a strained relationship between manager Rafa Benitez and the club's American owners added extra significance to the result. Guy Mowbray is the commentator.
No Newcastle United team is really ever complete without a number 9, and with Michael Owen out injured again, they have a ready replacement in Obafemi Martins, who scored in Newcastle's 2-1 win in this fixture last season. The Liverpool team shows 6 changes from their last outing against Fulham, including Lucas getting his first Premier League start, and Harry Kewell, who's in from the off for the first time in 18 months. Lucas to count. Return to count by Kewell. This is Torres, and Torres is caught by Emre. Liverpool free kick. Chance for Steven Gerrard. It is 30 yards from Shea Given's goal. Lucas to set up. Gerrard was just a little hesitant, but it's a great strike. Oh, it's a wonderful hit. What a goal from Steven Gerrard to give Liverpool the lead that they have deserved at St James's Park so far. And wouldn't you just know, the general consensus was that he was awful for England on Wednesday. Back for Liverpool, back at his best, back of the net. That is a beauty, an absolute beauty. Rosenau. Up goes Viduka. Tremendous jump that. Alan Smith! Oh, that was close. That was really close. Alan Smith has gone over 2 years without a Premiership goal. Hasn't come a great deal closer than that. Don't count. It was Charles Nzogbia's header, and Torres is onside, given so far out of his area. Now, did he handle that? Play goes on, it's Torres! The woodwork saves Newcastle, but what about Shea Given? Surely he handled the ball way outside his penalty area. It all happened so quickly. And it looks as though it comes off the upper arm. From Alan Wiley's line of vision. That must have crossed his mind. It continued happening in pretty quick time too. Torres taking the shot first time. He thought he made it 2-0. Couldn't have been closer. Torres. Habib Bey let it run. And then he's forced to put it behind for a corner. Is Shea Given fortunate to still be on the field for the start of this second half? It's a Steven Gerrard corner for Liverpool. Hupia with the near post run, and it's good enough to count. Less than a minute into the second half, Liverpool's lead is doubled. Many a Newcastle fan has yet to retake their seats. They're coming back to bad news. Dirk Kuyt, who in his last Liverpool appearance missed a host of chances, gets one that he knew little about. In off the knee, in past Given. Newcastle United 0, Liverpool 2. And shouts at Sam Allardyce of "you don't know what you're doing." Torres. Jeremy tries to keep him at bay. It is Habib Bey who's lost out though, and Torres is only a foot or so away from making it 3. Again, Newcastle United are all at sea. They think there's a foul there. They were quick to surround the referee at the end of all this. Torres. Not far away at all. Helped on by Kuyt. Torres. Rosenal in his way, and Torres is past him. Couldn't get it past Given though. It was a good save from the Newcastle keeper. And Fernando Torres has come close on more than one occasion today. This time it was Given to deny him. Kuyt. Babel. Gerrard making a break down the middle. Torres inside. It's Babel! It's all over. No way back now for Newcastle United. They're 3-0 down at home again. And they've been second best to Liverpool today by a massive distance. So simple. Babel able to play the ball to Gerrard and able to just wander into a goal-scoring position unchecked. Finish was good. Let's take nothing away from the Dutchman or Liverpool, who have played really well. And they've won this, no doubt. It's still Liverpool storming on. Kuyt through to Torres. Torres in to make it 4. He's not going to score today. He's missed both posts by a whisker. He's hit the post. He's found Given in the way. Hardy Soul staying on till the end. Gerrard. Babel on the right-hand side. He's opted to find Torres instead. Babel's got his arm in the air. He wants it. Gerrard. Babel! Flies across Shea Given's goal. Well, it is as if Liverpool are queuing up now. Jose Enrique just not close enough. Did little to close down the shot. There's the owner, Mike Ashley, in his Newcastle shirt. What have I bought? Send. Martins. Viduka to Smith. Now Milner. And Viduka offside. Great save by Reina, actually. It's a shame for the Liverpool goalkeeper that didn't really matter. And as a result of the flag being raised, Newcastle aren't able to say that they've had a shot on target today. That would have been the first. And they're drifting away. The game has long since gone. Even more boos. It's been an afternoon where that's been the theme for Newcastle. That's because Alan Smith has just been named sponsors man of the match. Here's James Milner. And Viduka is offside as he slots it past Reina. Something for Newcastle fans to cheer. I don't think some have quite realised that it won't count yet. It won't count. That's why.
Was it one of your best performances of the season? It must have been.
Yeah, I think so. I think the team was playing really well with a lot of confidence, passing the ball, creating chances, a clean sheet. So a lot of very, very positive things.
It was a particularly poor performance by us, and really we've got to put it right. And the only way we're going to do that is by working hard and staying with each other, and that will happen. There's no place to hide, and we don't intend to.
For you personally, that's the perfect pick-me-up after this week, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's been a difficult week for all the England players. You know, and that disappointing still hanging about, and it will do for a long time. But it's important to play through that and look forward, and hopefully, the England fans will have something to cheer about in the future.
Rafa, can you tell us what's been going on this week in your chats with the owners? You seemed very, very upset with things yesterday.
Yeah, I think that when you sign a player, he must settle down. He needs to know the Premier League. So when you bring, or when the new owners arrive, they need to understand that the transfer window is different in Europe. Everything is different. Here, football is passion. So you try to do the best for your club, and I feel that they try to do also the best. But maybe we need to talk, and they will understand that when I say something about players that are free now, and you can bring these players for the future, you must do it now, or you will lose the players.
Bit of a worry for Newcastle at the moment, isn't it?
It is. It's a worrying time. I mean, today they didn't have a shot on target today, and for that to happen at St James's Park is incredible. Defensively, so poor, and offensively, I mean, it was they just were non-existent. In Liverpool, played very, very well. They won it at canter, really, were never in danger, and Gerrard was at the heart of everything. He probably ordered a performance, and he certainly gave one today. And as soon as I heard the Newcastle fans boo Steven Gerrard like this, I feared the worst, because he already had a point to prove. 30 minutes later, bang. I mean, what a strike that is. He's just a great player. He really is. All right, he didn't show it on Wednesday, but the drive and enthusiasm to get into the box, just watch him point to Babele where he wants it. It's a decent ball in. He knows exactly where Babele is, and it's a great finish. Again, he's given the freedom in Newcastle to play. And if Torres had his shooting boots on today, I'm not exaggerating, it could have and should have been 7 or 8. And he put in a great performance, and you can see what he means to the Liverpool fans.
You know what people around the country are going to be saying. Why not on Wednesday night?
Well, he was poor, and he won't need anyone to tell him that by his own very, very high standards. You can't play well in every game. You're going to have poor games. He had one on Wednesday, but I think he certainly made up for it with his club performance today.
Yeah, let's not talk about club and country at the moment, because we'll be here all night. How un-Sam Allardyce-like to concede the goal from a set piece?
It's been happening for the last 6 or 7 weeks at Newcastle. They can't
Sam used to
defend
sort all
balls
this
in the
out,
box.
didn't he?
There's Hippier and Viduka circle. There's B and Kaut, and there's the area where the ball eventually goes in. If you're giving someone to mark from a corner and they get away from you, it's your responsibility. Kaut gets away, Hippier gets away from Viduka, Kaut gets away from B, and it's a simple goal. Newcastle can't defend balls into the box at this moment in time. I know they've got injuries, 3 centre-halves that are missing, but the basics still remain the same, and they're not doing it.
Are you worried, or very, very worried?
Yeah, I think we are worried, without a doubt. I mean, I think it's 1 point from 12, I think,
yeah.
And that was at Sunderland a couple of weeks ago, and that wasn't a great performance. Got a tough game next week at Blackburn away, and then Arsenal at home after that. So it is worrying times.
Shearer worried of Newcastle.
I know, they were saying you don't know what you're doing at one stage to Sam Allardyce this afternoon. What do you make of the row between Rafa Benitez and the club's American owners?
Well, I think obviously he's thinking about lining up players for January for the transfer window, and I think the American owners taken aback a little bit by the extra 150 million for the new stadium. They're also thinking if they don't beat Porto next week in the Champions League, that's more revenue gone. I think they're saying, well, we'll talk about it on the 16th of December when Liverpool play Manchester United. And he's thinking, hold on, that might be too late. I might miss out on some players. But it's a great way to answer any criticism today.
Just a bit of pressure there. Next up is the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal top of the table and unbeaten, ahead of the visit of second bottom Wigan. New Wigan boss Steve Bruce arrived with the team, but with loose ends in regard to his move from Birmingham having taken longer than expected to tie up. He watched the game from the stands and didn't appear in the dugout. John Motson is the commentator.
Theo Walcott, the only Englishman in an Arsenal starting lineup which is without Fabregas, Flamini, Hleb and Gilberto. Mike Pollitt plays in goal for Wigan because Chris Kirkland has had flu. They're also without Mario Melchiot, who's injured. Emil Heskey is on the bench. That's a good turn by Sagna. Also a good turn by Adebayor. Look at this, Walcott, Adebayor! Oh, what a goal it would have been. And there was an Englishman at the heart of that move. Superb stuff from Arsenal, really is. Adebayor, Walcott, and Pollitt does well here because the defence was really sliced apart. Goalkeeper with a good save going down to his left. Sagna. Eboué. Oh, again, Walcott. Can he get it back? He can. Oh, Eboué! Couldn't direct it. Diarra, neither could he. But Theo Walcott has made a really good start to this match in a central striking position. The young Englishman here, he just seems to slide away from defenders, really. That was good play by Jason Koumas. Lanzat. And on the outside here, Boyce. And Bent there with the header, and that could so easily have been 1-0 Wigan. It's Emerson Boyce with the cross, and Bent is up early with a good spring. Diarra. Toure. It's like watching somebody move pieces around a chessboard. Eboué. Sagna. Oh, look at this. Adebayor. Surely Walcott. Good block. But it's still Sagna. And it's finally going to be a goal kick. Oh, Walcott. When will that goal come for him in the league? There was space here. Adebayor, unselfish to say the least. Could have gone himself, tried to set up Walcott. Theo Walcott has had an excellent first half here. He really has. And I'm starting to think that's his position. What a good turn that was by Diarra. Rosicki. Adebayor makes his run. Diarra's following up. This is Adebayor for Arsenal. Oh, good challenge. Emerson Boyce with a vital tackle there. Steve Bruce is certainly aware now of their resilience. He's onside. Adebayor from Sagna's pass. Walcott's in the middle. Can Arsenal do it this time? Oh, he seemed to get caught in two minds. Sagna in the left-back position now. And Emerson Boyce is penalised. And Arsenal getting closer and closer, you would feel. Danielson will take the free kick. Gallas will come forward. Toure's there already. Near post! Oh, and Pollitt's kept it out! Somehow or other. Adebayor was right in there. Well, they've had to wait quite a long time to score in many matches here at the Emirates, but they usually do. Diarra. And this is Rosicki. Oh, it still won't go. Storming spell by Arsenal here. This is the free kick by Danielson. Pollitt did ever so well there. The ball popped up, but he kept it out. Danielson, Diarra. Oh dear. Now the referee saw that. Oh, and Gallus now gets involved, pushing and shoving. Marcus Spence is in real trouble here. I think it's going to be a yellow in actual fact. It is. Well, I have to say that's a yellow offence, not a red, but what followed was nasty. William Gallus getting involved, so too Emil Heskey, and one or two players there probably more fortunate than Bent not to go off. Now, this is the same incident, Heskey and Gallus, now they're going to get booked for the pushing and shoving that followed, and rightly so in my opinion. Well, now then, what's going to happen next? Wigan have played the so-called top four 19 times in the Premier League, and they've never won one. In fact, they've lost all 19. But they're just perhaps starting to think about earning a point today. Adebayor! How many shots have Arsenal had? You'd need a computer. This is Touré. Walcott miscontrolled it, but then Heskey brought him down. That was a fairly rash challenge by Emil Heskey. It was a real forwards challenge there, back in defence. Walcott needs attention from Gary Lewin. This doesn't look good for Theo Walcott. The stretcher's coming on. One certain thing is he won't play any part in this game from now on. Nicholas Bentner is on, number 26. Well, one really hopes that isn't as serious as it looks. Well, we all know that Arsenal tend to be more dangerous as the game wears on. 41% of their goals come in the last 15 minutes, the stats tell us. Diarra again. He's found Adebayor. This is Gallus. Into Bentner. Outside into Sagna. Gallus is in the box. It's there! William Gallus again! Just as he did against Manchester United, he's come from the back and he's got the goal that was eluding Arsenal. And once more, Arsene Wenger sees his side get their reward late in the game. Sagna's cross, and look at Gallus. He's just got ahead of Titus Bramble on the near post. That's the key to it. And Arsenal have taken the lead at last. Nicholas Bentner. Oh, he's got Rosicki's free to his right if he plays it. Rosicki's absolutely clear. 2-0. Thrilling stuff here. Well, it's all over now for Wigan. Steve Bruce saw them stubbornly resist Arsenal for so long, but look at Rosicki. Wigan have got nobody on that side. Kevin Kilban can't cut him out, and he drives that off the post. Nicholas Bentner, the substitute, with a measured pass, and Kilban just couldn't get to him here. They were undermanned, Wigan, and the finish was assured. Arsenal 2, Wigan 0.
They played like a team who was really up for it. Is it down to the new manager? I think so, because I must say they deserve a lot of respect for the way they